Thank you. The first thing I want to say is that if this country is too crowded, it is for one reason only, and that is that rich people take up too much room. This is a simple statement of fact that can be proved by any aerial photograph of any town or city in this country. In London, we can solve the refugee crisis by confiscating the unoccupied houses. And perhaps we could petition our Queen to take a lead on this. Apparently there are 775 rooms in Buckingham Palace. Second thing is that there is one statistic which alone puts Europe's refugee crisis into perspective. That is that in Syria there is a city called Latakia in the north of the country with a population before the Civil War of 1.25 million people. That city alone is hosting 1.6 million internally displaced people. According to Jeremy Bowen of the BBC, who visited those camps, they are far superior than anything he had seen in Jordan, Lebanon or Turkey. The third thing of four that I want to say is that it is very clear that there is a moral and humanitarian obligation upon us to give help to people who are in a desperate situation. But I think the refugee crisis is also a class question. These are working people. They demand and need our solidarity. If we cannot give solidarity to working people who are most in need of it, then everything else is cant. And the last thing I want to say is that if you go to buy a t-shirt or an article of clothing from Marks and Spencer's and pay £20 for it, we all know that Marks and Spencer's will make a lot of profit from the Bangladeshi women who made that shirt. But what we also need to take into account is that the biggest cut of that £20 will be taken by the British government through VAT, through taxation on Marks and Spencer's profits, through the taxes on the wages of the workers who work for Marks and Spencer's and all the service providers. In other words, it's Bangladeshi, Chinese and other workers who are being super exploited that are paying for our health service and for our education system and for our foreign wars. That is why we have a duty to share what we have, to open the borders, to share what we have, not what's left over. That is what Cubans said when asked why they sent so many doctors to fight Ebola. Here we share what we have. That is working class solidarity. Thank you.